So let's take a load of hay down to Lamar, somewhere where I haven't actually been yet. Enjoy. So I'm going to change the trailer a little bit, but this is the load that we are taking down to Lamar, which I've actually never been to, which is kind of surprising, to be honest with you. I'm going to do something that is probably not very advised. I'm going to, first of all, do a B double. And then I don't know. Do I want to do a double like this, or do I want to do turnpike double? I think I want to do the turnpike ones. Um, there's a lot more hay that you could load on this. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. However, I do want to get a different dolly. I like the double axled better than the single. Um, it just looks a little better to me and makes more sense that, you're hauling a 53-foot trailer or a 48-foot trailer or whatever it is. Um, and you're using a double wheel dolly. So you can put a little more weight on the wheels up here. If that makes any sense. I do know that driving this is kind of a challenge. Gotta set the GPS system again. Yeah, this may take some getting used to be honest with you. Probably only gonna do the one load like this. I mean, okay, you're gonna stop in the middle of the road, then you're gonna let me out, I guess. Yeah, making turns is gonna be fun. I have a feeling that trailer damage bar is probably going to be fairly high by the time we get to our destination. Especially if it goes through towns. Also, I think I'm getting 60,000 pounds. Or was it 56? I'll be honest, I don't even remember. Yeah, I'm already at the friggin' railroad tracks when it decides finally to be in my lane. I have to block the lane a little bit so I can turn. Because if I don't, somebody will pull up too close and I will not be able to make that right turn. And it's not like I can just, make a simple right-hand curve. No. In order to not run up on the sidewalk, even then I kind of do a little bit. Readjusting my headset. There we go. Anyway, to not run up on the sidewalk, I have to take extra wide turns. And then on top of that, backing up is pretty much impossible. Like, there's no backing up for this. You're not gonna back this up, that's for sure. Random Alt F4 or random Alt Tab. So, this road is really weird. Going into the farm, speed limit 50 mile an hour. Coming out of the farm, it's going to be 65. The reason I know that is I tried to make this video earlier, but didn't. Let's see, cargo market. Hauling hay down to good old Lamar, which honestly I'm kind of debating on whether or not it would be smarter to go through Denver. Denver and Colorado Springs. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Good thing is, it automatically turned me around, which is nice. Now, because this is a turnpike double, it's 3:35 p.m. I am not driving at night. I will not drive at night. Down the interstate, I would consider it. But not all of it's going to be interstate. So, yeah. That's a lot of hay. Like that's a lot of hay. This slight corner is gonna screw me up. Well, that didn't look like it was gonna clear, so. Oh well. So it gets dark about 8-ish. Which means I've got about 4 hours to drive in game. So when I'm at 12 hours, or when it starts to get too dark, I will look for a place to pull off. Which will probably end up being Ogden. More than likely, it will be Ogden. Hmm, no. Provo or Price. Maybe even Moab, I don't know. Let's see, how far is that? Checkpoint is 8 hours, that's a halfway point. 6 hours. Well, I guess Provo it is. That is the closest one. Yeah. Have I mentioned how much I absolutely hate glasses? Be right back. Cutting the video like that makes it kind of a pain in the ass, throwing it in the editor if I do that multiple times, but whatever. Just far enough that you can't reach the other red lights before they turn red. That is a very weird intersection. Come on, turn green, turn green, turn green, turn green. I'm gonna come to an almost complete freaking stop before you turn green, aren't I? Yep. 2 mile an hour. And cruise at 30. Good thing about the turn lane being there, I don't have to worry about drifting into it too much. Because there's not many cars that use it. How long until I get to the frickin' freeway? Like 2 more friggin' red lights. Looks like. But I need to be in that lane over yonder. Because of course I do. Did everyone and their brother decide to be in that lane? Holy crap. Oops. That just looks so freaking cool. And you're like at a couple thousand feet, feels like. I mean, you're probably not. You're probably closer to like, a couple hundred, but still, like, it's freaking huge. And of course, if I wasn't, driving a turnpike double, I would stop and actually have a look. Hadn't really struggled to get up to 65. Tell you what, I also need fuel. Probably around Provo. Actually, probably before Provo. Or Provo, or whatever. Is it Provo or Provo? I don't know. But yeah, got two 40-something foot trailers, 50-something foot trailers, full of hay. It's pretty neat. I've never seen them around here, but then again, I've also never seen a Rocky Mountain Double around here because, as the name suggests, it is primarily used in the Rocky Mountains, which I'm not in the Rocky Mountains. Really? Really? Okay. Last time I got called in on freaking three of them in a row. Like two or three of them in a row. Whatever. So I know for a fact that this video will come out after July 4th. So if you are American, which most of my viewers are, I think, I hope you enjoyed your 4th of July. I'm recording this on June 14th. You know, about a month before the 4th. So, uh, at the moment, I am trying to get together a plan for a 4th of July stream, perhaps. I don't know that that will happen. By the time you see this video, it will either, yes, it will have happened, or no, it will not. If it did, then let me know what you thought about it. An old car. I'm definitely gonna need some fuel before I get to my destination for the night. Like I said, I don't want to drive at night with a double like this. I really don't want to drive at night with a double like this. I can't see the rear of my first trailer, let alone the rear of my second trailer. This entire thing's like a football field, feels like. I mean, it's not. It's only like 115, 120 feet, something like that. You figure the truck is from bumper to bumper probably 20-ish feet. The fifth wheel is probably about 3 foot into the back between the rear axles, that is. So take off, let's just round up and say 5 foot, so that leaves 15 foot of truck. Same thing for the dolly between the first trailer and the second trailer. There's probably about 3 to 4 foot of clearance between them, between the front of the rear trailer and the back of the first trailer. And then if both of them are 48 footers, just round up and call them 50 footers. Like 110 feet. I guess I could Google it and find out. Why are you slowing down? Are you kidding me? You have to slow down that much while still on the main frickin' highway. Of course, this being a game, the entrance and exits are really, really short. So I kind of understand it, but still, it's like people do that on the actual interstate, like in real life. Why? I don't know why we're doing 50. Oh, now I get in the left lane to pass you and you speed up. Yep. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Well, we'll burn some diesel here. But I'm going to get in front of you, good sir. I believe I have clearance. There it is. I'm kind of curious how much this weighs. I'm gonna say... Wrong button. 39,000 pounds of hay puts me at 92,000. I was off. Not by much. Only 1,500 pounds. Okay, 1,548 pounds. Car, I'm getting over whether you let me or not. So, I was watching a video. I feel kind of sorry for the driver, to be honest with you. Dude had to make a delivery, and there's no room in the parking lot, so he had to block the turn lane. Well, spends 5 minutes trying to, get out because people will not let the truck driver do his job and actually get on the road. If you see a truck driver parked on the side of the road, unloading cargo, stay out of his damn way, right? If you see him get in his truck and turn his blinker on like he's ready to move, let him in. Like, don't just be a don't be a dipshit. Let the driver in. Did I miss my turn? I did not. I kind of did. I'm gonna end up I'm gonna end up driving at night for a little bit. It's whatever. It's fine. Miscalculation on my part for time. Oh well. Anyway, like, if you see a truck driver trying to merge onto the highway, let him in. Because you have to remember and understand something. Especially if it's like a refrigerator truck or a fuel truck or something like that. They are hauling what is making you able to do what you're doing. If it's a refrigerated truck, they are hauling the food that you feed yourself with and your family. Right? So, don't be a jackass. Let the truck driver in on the highway. And if you're getting on to the highway, I've said this multiple times, but if you are getting on the highway like that one right there, for example, and it's a truck driver coming down the road, your go pedal, gas pedal, throttle pedal, whatever, your get the hell out of my way pedal, it's on the right. So, use it. So you get the hell out of the truck driver's way. Because, for example, this truck right here is 90,000 pounds. Okay? 90,000 pounds. That is a lot. Divide that by 2, that's like 45 tons. Because it makes 2,000 pounds. It takes 2,000 pounds to make 1 ton. So, 45 times 2 is 90. Car, you can go a little faster than that. You can go a little faster than that. It's fine, though. Getting off the interstate here. I could. No, it'd take longer to do it that way. I'm gonna need fuel. I'll get fuel and price, I guess. I was gonna say I could go over yonder, sleep for the night, but I don't think I will. That is one reason why I hate automatics. So I've got a brake pressure gauge right there that tells me how much pressure I'm putting on the brakes. Which is kind of cool. Got my fuel gauge right there next to my speedo. Oh, it's at a red light. Okay. That's nice. Really? There's no fuel pumps here? But there's a sleep space? That seems a little weird to me, but whatever. Oh, bullcrap. I stopped before it hit the trailer. Whatever. Let me guess, I moved just slightly too far forward. Yep. Come on. You suck. I have to be in the perfect spot, and it's raining. And I'm hauling hay. I'm hauling hay, and it's freaking raining. I'm never going to be able to make that turn. Interesting game mechanic. It's raining and I'm hauling hay. That's a lovely combination right there. Uh, but in the 160 update, supposedly you're going to be able to sleep pretty much anywhere in the parking lot now. You're also going to be able to adjust how long you sleep, which will be very, very nice. I don't know why I got in the right lane. Does not look like it should be raining. But it is. Of course, now it's going to stop. Which is fine. Check the mirrors, make sure that the furthest trailer is not going to run off the road. And here comes the $1,000,000 question. Will I be called into this way station? And the answer is yes. I did not get fuel. I've only been losing fuel, so I'm going to say 90,300. Guess that makes sense. Didn't have the extra cheeseburger this morning. I mean, that works too. Now, see, that is how you should do letting a truck driver get on the road. To a certain extent, of course. The AI in this game have a habit of if I'm pull up to a stop sign and I'm pulled up just a little further so I can actually see, then they just stop in the middle of the road. Which I mean, I don't mind because, I get to actually go. But at the same time, it's like, why? You don't have to do that. You really don't. But it's whatever. Better than when they don't stop and they just keep driving and ram into you, which has happened before. I've also had them, glitch multiple times. It seems to be primarily at Moab, the entrance there to the interstate. Buddy, you're empty. You can go faster than that. I will definitely need to be getting some fuel pretty damn soon. Let's see, nearest fuel station is Moab. Alright, well, we're stopping in Moab. Which I hope I have enough fuel to make it for. I've got a little over a quarter tank, like 3/8 of a tank, give or take. So I should be fine to make it to Moab. So I've been watching a few animes lately. One of them is The Beginning After the End, Season 2. By the time this video comes out, it will probably have already been concluded. But I can tell that show is going to be a very good, long-running show. If they do it right. Now, truck, you can get the hell over, or you can stop. I don't care. I'm getting on. Anyway, by the time this video comes out, it will probably have already been done unless they decide to do like a 24 episode season. Um, which is completely fine with me. I would much rather have a 24 episode season than 12. That would be absolutely awesome, actually. Actually struggling to pull the hill. Oh, no, I need off here. Car's making it kind of difficult to tell whether or not I can make the turn. You can go. You didn't have to stop for me. I was going to pull out after you, but whatever. There's no way that I'm making that through here, is there? Let's watch my bank account go empty. And that needle right there on the right AV screen, go up. This is going to be expensive. $1,100. Have I completely screwed myself? Maybe not. Back up to 75 mile an hour we go. I don't think I'm going up the mountain with this load. I think I'm going around the mountain. Instead of going through Grand Junction, up the mountain, going through Montrose. Though, would it be better to go through Denver? I honestly don't think so. I think we're good with this. Ugh. I swear, every time I start playing this game, I start yawning. I am kind of curious if I will be able to listen to the music that's coming in 160, or if it's going to be copyrighted. Of course, I really need to stop rubbing my eyes and focus on keeping it between the white lines. Do I get caught into the way station? No, I don't. Good. Why are you slowing down? Why are we slowing down? Why? There's no reason for you to be going slow. Oh, one thing that I could start doing when it comes to getting fuel in places like back there, I could start disconnecting the trailer at the parking lot and then go get fuel, go back, hook up the trailer. Because it's in a game, it's one button to do that. Well, two, technically. One to, you have to push it once to disconnect and then once to push to connect, but minor detail. So when we went to Colorado, or not to Colorado, to Utah, we actually stopped and ate at the Olive Garden in Grand Junction. Wasn't really all that fancy. If you pull out, you're gonna hit my trailer. Don't care, but you know you owe me money. Um, like we have Olive Gardens around here, but so it wasn't like anything super special about it necessarily, but it was pretty dang good. Oh boy, railroad. So you could have pulled out in front of me, but you didn't. Sounds more like a freight train. Oops. Not paying attention. It's fine. I just got up the freaking speed too. That'd be a telephone pole almost hit. Yes, I know, I get very close. Otherwise, I run into the car next to me. It doesn't really take into account the fact that you have a 100-foot trailer on the back. Like, I honestly think it would. I think now I should have went through Denver. Cause I would have been on the interstate all the way up to Denver, and then I could have went. Actually, I could have stayed on the interstate pretty much the entire way, getting off right here, and going down this way, and getting off right there. Um, to then exit right there and go along. Yeah, I could have probably honestly done a little bit better navigating if I had tried. But I'm kind of glad I'm not going up the mountain. Because holy crap, this thing would be slow up the mountain. I mean, it's not struggling necessarily. It's just I'm not getting anywhere as fast as I want. If that makes any sense. I literally just set my speedometer or cruise control and it goes up to 65. Now, I know in real life it would be, a little less chaotic with the speed limit change, but, you know, I honestly wish that everywhere was 60 mile an hour. Through towns, 45. On the interstate, 80. The entire time. Both trucks and cars, 80. Because of that crap right there. Like, I'm going up and down in speed. I actually need to be in this lane because I have a turn coming up and it's 45. It's at the red light. Alright. Yeah. We're going through the town of Montrose. Some of these places have very weird, like, ways that you actually are supposed to pronounce them. To me, it looks like it says Montrose. But is it Montrose or Montrose? Because, like, I don't know which one it is. I can't quit yawning when I play this game, I swear. The day when they add box trucks like that will be probably the best day. Of course, the day that I can actually afford, all the DLC for this game will also be, like, great. Still 6 hours in game. Holy crap. This is a lot further than I thought it would be. course, it was a 16-hour drive from uh, Twin Falls to Lamar. And like the main reason I took it, I didn't even look at the time. Honestly, I took it because it's going to Lamar. I've never been to Lamar, and that's one of the places that I need uh, to finish like exploring all the cities in a state. Still got New Mexico and Arizona to work on, and then we can start working on Nevada, Idaho, and Washington, and I want to say Seattle, Washington, and Oregon. Of course. I get up to speed and it slows right back down. And now we're at 65 again. And we're gonna have to slow down because of traffic. I don't usually go this way. So I don't usually have a chance to do this. That is a cool sight right there. Pretty sure this is a reservoir. Or a man-made lake. Either or is pretty damn cool no matter what. If it's a natural river, it's been dammed up, of course, probably. And it's still 5.5 hours to go. That just feels like a very, very long time. These roads are friggin' too narrow for this. Hmm. I guess I can go back down to 50. Yeah. Really starting to hate the speed limit thing. Because it's going back down to 45 now. Or rather, going down to, I should say. If I see another one of those pull-offs, I'm going to pull off. That's awesome right there. Remember when I said I didn't think I was going up a mountain? I was going around a mountain? Yeah, no, this is still going up the freaking mountain. Just not on I-70. I'm getting really sleepy at the moment. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know why I'm getting sleepy when I'm playing this game. Alright, I'm gonna pull off up here and take a few minute break. It'll be like a few seconds for y'all, but it'll be minutes or hours for me. Because I know if I keep playing, then I'm just gonna fall asleep and end up crashing the truck. Would it be video worthy or short worthy? Probably. Do I want to do that? No. if the light ever changes. There we go. Are you really trying to pass me, you son of a bitch? You are, aren't you? Well, good news for you. I'm pulling off. Okay. So I will be back in a little bit. Y'all will probably see it like 2 seconds from now, but, yeah. This video is going to be a long one. Holy crap. As of right now, it's going to be well into the hour and a half range. Probably closer to 2 hours again. Yeah, I will be back in a minute. Alright, finishing the, delivery of hay. I can't wait till 160 so I can choose how long I actually rest. Because I have, 12 hours to get it there. But it's going to be dark soon. And I could, in 160, I will be able to actually sleep for 8 hours instead of 10. So I will be able to actually um, get from nighttime to daytime, basically. Which will be kind of nice, I'll be honest with you. Having a turnpike double does not help with me trying to keep it in my lane, because going around the right-hand corner, I have to be just outside of my lane to keep the rear trailer on this side of the white line. Really wish there was a way to fine tune the give and take speed that you get with the cruise control. Probably going to take back my Western Star after this. So I might buy another Western. I might actually buy a 5700 or 57X Western Star. And the reason for that is the one that I have right now, the 5700XE or EX. I think it's an XE. I'd have to look real quick. Truck manager. Yeah, the 5700XE is a little bit different than the 57X. Um, they are apparently made by Freightliner. I can kind of see the similarities in it, I guess, but I don't know. Anyway, um, I don't have a 57X. I have a 49X and a 5700XE. So I can get the 57X and actually have all three um, Western Stars. One thing that I have in mind of doing, actually, is I'm going to try and find a Western Star mod, because of course I am, that has the older style Western Star trucks. If I'm not mistaken, Western Star is like the Australian brand for Freightliner. So it's basically uh, the way that I understand it, it's basically like the PACCAR trucks, the Kenworth and Peterbilts. They are owned by PACCAR. Um, so they have the same motors in them. They're the same truck from like as far as like the working components. It's just the look of the cab and the interior that's different. Kind of like GMC versus Chevrolet. Like the I can't think of the truck right now, but the Chevy 1500 and the GMC 1500, they're one and the same. The badge is a little different, and like the interior features and stuff are slightly different, but other than that, they are literally the same truck. Which is kind of funny because trying to explain that to one of my friends who is a hardcore GMC fan and hates Chevrolet, like, that was probably one of the dumbest conversations that I've ever had with someone. And no, they're not the exact same. But if you take away the Chevrolet bow tie and the um, GMC Sierra badging and the Silverado badging from the Chevrolet, uh, and there's no markings to tell what is what, could you really tell that one is a Silverado, one is a Sierra? No, you can't. The biplane is there, and he's flying upside down. I am not going to get distracted. Am I ever going to coast to 50 mile an hour, or am I going to have to use my brake? I'm going to have to use my brake, aren't I? Nope, there we go. 60 miles left to go. I had someone ask me on Discord the other day, why in my videos I tend to go 40 in a 45. I don't know. I have this thing where I want to go 5 mile an hour under the speed limit because of the cruise control. It's not really anything major. It's just I don't want to necessarily um I don't want to be at the speed limit and like roll faster than the speed limit and end up getting a ticket because the AI will not give you an inch on here. If the speed limit is 15, they will give you a ticket if you are doing 16. Actually, I think they give you 1 mile an hour, but it's like Around here, anyway, common courtesy is 5 mile an hour. So if speed limit is 30, you're doing 34, you're fine. They might flash their blue lights at you to let you know that you are going a little fast. But generally, they don't pull you over. Not every time, but a lot of time. They won't pull you over because, um, well, they won't pull you over. I don't really know the reasoning necessarily. Oh, come on, car. This is what makes me want to just drive faster and just turn the fences off and just ram people off the damn road. Of course, now he's just fucked off, so that's good. I really don't like the way that the traffic does in here, in this game. Like, I really, really don't. That is why I don't really want to drive at night with a double trailer like this. I'm not even sure that you're actually allowed to drive with a double trailer like this at night because it's so freaking long. I don't know. The rules and stuff are kind of weird when it comes to that sort of thing. I do think it would be kind of cool though if they would add things like tow trucks and actually add hot shotting. I am scraping the paint off the guardrail. But I think it would be honestly neat. Overhaul the career mode, like have a free roam mode like this, for example, like a free career mode, and then have a like full on campaign style mode or something. I think that would be pretty neat. And for them to add animation movies and stuff for like loading certain types of loads, like when you get a pallet full of fertilizer, topsoil stuff, it shows the forklift driver loading your trailer. You know what I mean? There are certain little features that they could do that would make it a little more realistic and just a little cooler, like the loading for grain, grain cart, or not grain cart, but Grain trader? Damn it, I have the hiccups. Are you kidding me? How the crap? Not gonna make the corner. I'm not gonna make the corner. Trailer's just gonna phase through it. Nope. There is no way for me to make this corner. And there is no way in hell that I am backing up. Which means I literally have to reload. I'm literally gonna have to reload. To the last save point. That's good to know. Alright. So I need to go up here instead. Because there's no way in hell to make that U-turn. There's absolutely no way. Anyway, I try not to actually have to do that in my videos. Typically, if I'm reloading, I'm doing a different video than what I originally started. Yeah, there's no way in hell to get a double like this in there. I guess I could have went straight in, turned around, and then went. But, no, I'm gonna do this my way. We're gonna do this my way. A little bit further to drive, but it's fine. Nope, wrong thing. Did I even make that? No, I couldn't. No. Nope. There would have been no place for me to turn around because I can't go left into that vacant lot because it's blocked off. So this is literally my only option. And I don't even know if this is going to be enough. Barely. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I'm not I'm not going to get screwed over like that. So, level 30. Awesome. Um, let's look at hazard materials. Actually, no. I want to do something like this instead. Let's do that. Alright, so. This is going to be a very long video, isn't it? A good hour and a half, 2 hour video. Appears to be. So I'm back up to $157,947. Might as well just round up and call it 158K. Also level 30. Which means I can now take out a loan of up to $5 million. Of course, I have to do that in $1 million increments. But I don't have any intention of ever needing to take out a $5 million loan. Um, so yeah. Honestly, at the rate that I'm making money, I should not ever need to take out another loan. Um, until I start buying. Like, if I took out $1 million loan right now, I'd probably put it into nothing but shops and stuff like that, like upgrade shops, upgrade trucks, and all that other kind of stuff. Um, Speaking of upgrading the trucks and stuff, I have kind of been pondering on something. So right now, I have Denver has a small garage. It is making. It has no trucks. Um, Santa Fe is not making me a damn bit of money. What the hell? Why are you not making any money? Like, what? Okay, I'm confused about something now, but whatever. Anyway, uh according to this, it's not making me any money, which I don't think is right. But as I was saying, I am thinking about upgrading Santa Fe to a 5 truck garage and grabbing a couple more uh, trucks for it, as well as grabbing 3 more drivers for Denver. And doing what I intended on doing with Denver in another place. It really doesn't matter um, what garage I end up using that for. I could, if I really wanted to, turn this into a bigger garage. Um, and just keep my personal trucks here. But what I'm thinking about doing is eventually I'm going to get some more states. unlocked, and eventually I'm going to move the the home base to Arkansas. It's not my home state, but it's close enough. Um, so eventually I will buy the rest of the states. Hopefully when they're on sale, and hopefully it won't be Christmas when I get them, but who the hell knows? Summer sale should be on in July, I think. Late June, early July. Um, might see about getting it then, but I got things that I want to get for Gundam, the card game, which you will see on the other channel. Which, if you haven't already checked it out, if you are interested in TCG related stuff, then go ahead and check it out. It's linked in the description below. Um, but yeah, I might move the home base to Arkansas, and one of the issues that I have is like your first garage, they give it to you for free. You pick the location, they give it to you to start your adventure or whatever, and it's a tiny garage. It's a one truck garage. That's all fine and dandy, except for you can't buy other tiny garages. You can't buy vacant lots. Like, you can't buy lots to park your stuff on. Something that would be kind of cool if they would do this is, like, let's just say instead of a garage that has trucks, I have a lot with a little trailer, like a camper trailer or something on it to do, like, to have the paperwork and stuff in. And I have, you know, my trailers there. So instead of having to go through the menu, like, oh, today I want to do, let's see, I want to take, wrong menu. I want to take the grain hopper out. Okay, do this, swap them out, all that stuff. Instead of doing that, let me go to the place where it is located and just back up to it. Like, I could take the doubles to Price, drop them, and then have um then hook up to the grain hopper or the fuel tanker or whatever. You know what I mean? That's what I think would be like, that would be really cool, you know? Um but that's a lot of extra work and stuff. I understand that. Like, it's a lot of extra work to do that kind of stuff, which, it is, it's kind of it's understandable, rather, for me to, like, want that kind of stuff and then not be able to do it, because it takes a lot of effort to do that, and they're working on actually giving us states. We don't have nearly the amount of roads for the states that we have already, or the states that I have even. um I know in ETS2 they did something for a couple DLCs, but they kind of decided against it, I think. um they added towns and stuff along with the DLC that were in countries that's already there. Like the France DLC, for example, has more cities in it than what I have. I think I have the. Well, no, I don't have the France DLC, but like I can already go to Paris and stuff like that, which you know makes sense because that's the DLC for that country. But I don't know. Gotta have a conversation about that. Uh, but there's a lot of features that I think this game needs that they should work on other than the states. Like, they should work on the states, and if they have the manpower to split the teams and work on features like the being able to buy a lot for 40,000, for example, or 50,000, then have a garage put on it for 100,000, have a big garage put on it for 200,000, you know, where in total you're spending $300,000 on a lot that goes from a blank lot to a lot with a shop on it to a lot with a big fancy garage and stuff on it, you know. Um, but yeah, that's kind of something I was thinking about. Anyway, that will be it for the video. This video is getting very, very long. Um, it's already going to be like a 2 hour long video at this point. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment and a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about ideas and stuff that you'd like to see them do in this game. And share with your friends, all that good stuff. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, don't forget that YouTube is being YouTube and they're being weird about it, so check back on a regular basis to see if you are getting notifications. Um, it could just be that, you know, maybe people... I've had people tell me that they're not getting notifications, but they could be subscribed to so many people that, like, I put out a video at 1 o'clock and someone else puts out a video at 1:01, then someone puts out a video at 1:02 or whatever. Like, they just release videos whenever, and, like, my notification gets pushed way the hell down. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. YouTube's being weird. It's been weird like that since 2026 began, so. But, I'm going to stop talking now. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.